Now I have said before that identity server can be very intimidating because there is lots of things that is going on with the security aspect. But I will keep it as simple as I can and I will explain you the basic fundamentals. I won't dive into the nits and grits of identity server and how to customize that completely based on your requirements because that is beyond the scope of this course. So first we need to add identity server to our project. We will do that inside the startup class file. When we are working with ASP.NET Identity, you know that identity user is provided by default, and if you have to make some customization like adding more fields or properties there, you do that using application user that extends the built-in identity user. So first thing first, we have to create an application DbContext for this project, and we have to create an application user that will extend the built-in identity user. So right-click inside the identity, add a new folder. We will call that as DbContext. We will be using DbContext to be consistent with the other folders that we have inside API. And then in there, we will be adding a new class file, which will be application DbContext. Then if we open up the application DbContext in any other project, we can just copy that as is. Looks good. Let me copy this and paste it right here. We don't need to seed the database, so we will remove this method altogether. I will add the using statement by pressing Ctrl dot for Microsoft.Entity Framework Core, and we do not need the products here. Now this application DbContext will be implementing the identity, so we have the built-in identity DbContext. We'll have to press Ctrl dot because that is inside Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.identity.Entity Framework Core. Then by default this uses identity user, but we want to add a new class which will be application user. That we will add inside the models. Let me minimize this and we'll work only with the identity. Add a new class. This will be application user. This application user needs to extend the identity user, so we will write that here and add the using statement. I won't be adding any properties inside here, but we will be using or configuring our DbContext to use application user and not the default identity user. So our application DbContext looks good and we have the application user as well. Then if you examine inside the main module, we have some test user. These are the test users that are provided. You just need to run the migration and it will create a test user with these properties. You can see inside the claim it is giving name, given name, family name, email, email verified, website, and address. You can of course add more claims if you want. But we won't be using these test users. We will register our own test users using migration. Let's do that in the next video.